Filing in for Saturday night baseball here at Fenway Park in Boston. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game interleague series.
Man, you won't believe it. Rick
Porcello
Porcello is on the mound for the Boston Red Sox, but that's not what I'm talking about. You won't believe it. Bellinger's hitting third in this game for a reason, and I gotta show you all why. Chris Taylor stepping in. We won yesterday's ball game. Rick Porcello, 4.71 ERA, slider away for strike one. Rich Hill is pitching against one of his former teams in the Boston Red Sox, but that's not what we're believing here. That's nothing. This is real. I can't believe MLB did this, and I don't know when they did this, but it's here. I'm very, very excited to use it in this game, because I didn't know about this until just a little bit ago, to be honest, as here comes Crawford, who scored both runs in yesterday's ball game, hitting second in today's game. Seager hitting fifth. Bellinger and Crawford and Seager kind of also spots as it's a no-2 count. So Bellinger's on deck. And hopefully with this next bat, Bellinger does something wild and hits a bomb. And I'll explain hopefully why here when he gets up to bat. Well, right now I got to focus on the Brandon Crawford AB. It's a no-2 count foul ball right there from Crawford. Today we got Rich Hill on the mound, like I said. Trevor Bauer yesterday killed it, and a slider what Crawford gets a hold of right there to foul it off. Luckily, that was a really interesting swing right there from me and Brandon Crawford. 1-2. Crawford working Rick Porcello.
I understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes
hitting
have
284 on the season is Brandon Crawford. 2-2. Great job right here from Brandon Crawford. Working Rick Porcello early in this game. Here's the pitch, 2-2. Hit, maybe in the gap, maybe it's going to drop. It does. Not in the gap, but in front of Mookie Betts. And here comes Cody Bellinger with his real batting stance. Look at this, guys. I don't know when MLB did it. I don't think he moves the hands as much in real life. But all of a sudden, okay, so yesterday, after yesterday's game, I thought at the end of the day I should switch back to Cody Bellinger's batting stance. You know, the one the game gave him, because that was a really dumb swing. But, you know, because 0-2 count to Bellinger. Not a good way to bring his new batting stance into the game for me. But you know, I thought let's go change it to his real batting stance. So I go to his real batting stance, and the bat is not hanging in the air like it was in the beginning of the season, as Steve Pearce is making sure Crawford don't run. And you know, so you know, I was like, what? I was like, are you sure this is Bellinger's batting stance? I was like, this is not what it came into with the game when the game first came out. Well, then you know, I was like, it says Bellinger. Well, then I looked at it for a minute and I thought, wow, oh my God, when did MLB put Bellinger's real batting stance in the game? When? Because if I would have known that, I would have made him have his real batting stance rather than switching with everybody, or you know, trying a lot of people's batting stances. It's just a 3-2 count to Bellinger. JT on deck. Like, man, I don't know when it came out. I wish I knew, but fouling that one off is Bellinger. But I like that it's in the game. The real Cody Bellinger batting stance. I appreciate MLB The Show fixing it. 3-2. That was one I just missed. I should have crushed that. I should have crushed that pitch. That was one I missed. Like, now I know I could feel comfortable with Bellinger's batting stance, even if I don't do good with them for the rest of the season. Hell, I did get a good swing time, just unfortunately flied out. But now I know that I can feel comfortable with a batting stance with Bellinger's. That's ball one away with the 2-seam fastball. But now I know I could feel comfortable with Bellinger's batting stance, as I was saying, and now, like, I really appreciate it, because that is Bellinger's real batting stance. And it feels good. I feel good with it, and that's the first AB I took with that batting stance. And I think I did pretty good. I got a good swing time. I worked the count. Like, yes, I had some foolish swings as that's a play at second to end the inning. So Rick Parcella gets out of this one. And Rich Hill's out on the mound for the Dodgers. 1.65 ERA. Did not make it to the All-Star game. But that is okay. But now, I know, strike one. Now I kind of know that I might be able to get Bellinger back into where Bellinger should be, or he should have been, and he should have been an all-star. I'm pretty sure if that batting stance was in the game when it first came out, Bellinger would be an all-star, as he makes a nice pick right there on that ball. Bellinger is playing first today. The defense is pretty much the same today. And here comes DJ LeMahieu. I did look too at the acquisitions from the Yankees and Red Sox, and they did trade DJ LeMahieu. I mean, the Yankees did trade DJ LeMahieu to the Red Sox for a couple prospects. And that's hit the right field to Verdugo. Verdugo getting a start after, you know, having a day off yesterday. So it feels good for the real starters, well, not the real, well, for the basic starters to be back out on the field. JT double play ball. We will turn it, and that will end the inning with a double play. Verdugo got the day off yesterday. Jock got the day off. Seager played yesterday. Muncy played. Well, Muncy came in D8. Hit for David Freese and replaced Freese at first, and he's starting today in his DH role because of the AL rules. And I feel like I should have hit Corey Seager a little bit lower in the lineup as he punches one right up the middle, but Bogarts with a good range to get the out. And you know, surprisingly, I've thought, that Bellinger was the worst player on the team for a while, and Seager ain't the worst guy on the team. He's just really struggling at the plate, but he has the lowest batting average on the team. What doesn't involve Hernandez. Hernandez, he'll probably remain having the lowest batting average on the team. He's really worked hard though to get it up, because in the beginning of the season it was like an 0.83 and a 0.75, and it was really terrible, as it's a 1-2 count now to Jock Peterson after he falls that one off. But Hernandez had one of the worst starts to probably for anything in this league. He had a terrible start. As here comes Alex Verdugo, hitting 283 on the season. But as I was saying, Hernandez had a terrible start. He had a couple AAA stints. The last one he had, I threatened that I'd trade him if he couldn't come back and be a good player. And he's changed my mind in a lot of ways.
0-1, here it comes. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one.
Sorry about that, guys. The trade deadline is in a couple days, July 31st, and I mean, not in a couple days, but in a couple weeks. And a couple days. What am I talking about? In a couple weeks, and now this is where, if you're a Dodger and if you're like any player on this team, you want to know to be stepping up, because I feel like, well, the trade deadline. What am I talking about? Hold up. So the trade deadline's coming up, and getting back to the Kike topic, I said that I'd trade him, and with the way he's been playing and with the way he has stepped up to, helping the team out when he needs to, I'm pretty sure he's gonna stay on the team, help us in October, and help us try and win a World Series this year, because he has really made he really has made a push to be a better player for this team and be productive. And yeah, so I'm pretty proud about that, as this is gonna be hit off the wall. That's gonna be only a single. Jock Peterson made a nice read on that ball, but unfortunately it drops. And here comes Xander Bogaerts hitting 316, man. He is killing it for the Boston Red Sox. Man, one of the greatest shortstops to maybe play right now in the game. 0-2. Hit the right field, and this one will drop. And that'll be a ground rule double. And Rich Hill is having a hard time here against his former team. Runners at third and second. Gets away from Barnes, but not far enough where the runners will tag. So Rich Hill, Steve Pierce hits one to center. This will bring in a run. Yeah, this will bring in a run. Not trying to throw him out or anything. I was trying, but you know, not a good read right there as Boston takes a 1-0 lead against Rich Hill. And here comes Dustin Pedroia hitting freaking 324. Surprising to still see him play in the game of baseball. He's getting up there in age, but you know, still loving it, still enjoying the game. And yeah, so good job from Dustin Pedroia to stay in the league for this long as Rich Hill strikes him out right there. Great pitch right there from Rich Hill after giving up a run. And you know, I've seen some things, or I have felt some things about Rich Hill, maybe throwing him in the bullpen. It'd be nice to have another, put Dallas Keuchel as a starter, because Rich Hill, he's up there in age, you know, oldest pitcher in this league right now. His couple of starts has not been good. He already has given up a run in this one. His last start, I think it came against the Rockies or somebody, the Padres, but he had an alright start. So it's hard. I don't know. It's 1-0 here. Frankie was the one who gave me the big suggestion to put Dallas Keuchel as a starter and make Rich Hill the bullpen piece, because he's a vintage pitcher. He's a really good pitcher, you know. But Frankie said some of his stuff just kind of hangs up for these hitters to get hits on. And to me, I feel like Rich Hill deserves to be in the starting role, because you know he was there the whole half of the first season. But Dallas Keuchel, you know, he's really proved to us in the bullpen that he's a great pitcher, and he should be one of the starters of this team. You know, and I've been thinking maybe I trade Keuchel. Maybe I trade Keuchel for another big bullpen piece. Like maybe I'll try and go get a Aroldis Chapman from the Yankees. If they gave up DJ LeMahieu, I'm pretty sure they'd give me Aroldis Chapman. If I could get Chapman, you know how filthy this team would be. Kimbrel, Chapman, Jansen, Floro, like, I feel like it'd really help us out. And because if, like I said, if the Yankees traded the person they just signed to a contract to the Boston Red Sox, their rival, I'm pretty sure they'll throw out anybody. You know, and you know, I like Dallas Keuchel, but you know, he probably wants to be a starter. And but you know, a lot of people don't get what they want when they're on a high level, on a high team with, I mean, on a really good team. And like, it's crazy because Dallas Keuchel is a beast. He has done a lot for this team in the call-up since I've had him up here, when I had to put Scott Alexander in the AAA, which, you know, he's still an option. He is an option. We have not seen him here in the majors for a while, but I can pull him up here and put Dallas Keuchel down to the AAA. Or Rich Hill. But I really feel like Rich Hill, he's been good all season long. Yes, he gave up a run in this game, and it's still early. It really is. But you know, that's always an option. And Scott Alexander, I'm pretty sure he'd like to come back to the majors. He'd like his role back in the bullpen. So there's a lot of depth on this team, and it's a good thing, but a bad thing to have as a manager, I feel. Like, there's just a lot of depth. Like, even Yimi Garcia in the, oh, what a play from DJ LeMahieu. Oh my goodness, 2 great plays in 2 nights. Great play right there. As here comes Sandy Leon hitting 195. What a play from DJ LeMahieu. That was beautiful. I see why he's a Gold Glove second baseman. So, but as I was saying, you know, Yimi Garcia in the month of June, or in July, but the last time I saw in the month of June, Yimi Garcia, a AAA player, pitched like, he went like, his ERA in the month of June was like 1 something, and that's a bullpen piece. And like, I just have so many good players in the AAA and in the majors that, like, it's hard. It's hard as a manager having all these good players. And you know, the September call-ups, well, you know, those will be coming around here soon, as that's a strikeout Great pitch right there from Rich Hill, second K of the game. But the September call-ups will be here for maybe 3 weeks too, and they'll be able to work. And I feel like that will help a lot for the bullpen and Rich Hill, because maybe Caleb Ferguson will get a start. You know, he's been called up this year to help us out. Like, you never know. And I'm pretty sure Scott Alexander would be a September call-up, where Dallas Keuchel. Like, I kind of regret signing all these players like Keuchel. Like, I don't, but I do, because I feel like they could be getting put somewhere else. And maybe I should try and trade one of them for, like, maybe Alexander, or, you know, I need to trade 2 of them, obviously. I need to get one out of AAA and one out of the majors, if I would make a trade for another big bullpen piece. Strike 1 to Bellinger with the slider. Great pitch right there from Parcella. Bellinger would like to tie this game up. 1-1. Great take right there from Bellinger. I love this batting stance, guys. 0 for 1 though. Good pitch right there. Got me swinging low. 1-2 to Belly. I feel like we've tried to do a lot of things in this game, get runs, but, you know, Parcella's doing really good as that's hit the left field. We'll get caught. So that's 0 for 2 day for Bellinger in his new stance and his real stance. But I'm feeling a lot comfortable with it. I'm feeling really good. Like, look, good swing time just now. That's 2 good swing times for Bellinger. Ball 1 to Justin Turner. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a hold of one some point in this game with Cody Bellinger. 1-0 count. And that's a base hit for Justin Turner. Martinez will throw that baby back in. But, you know, like I was saying, maybe trade Dallas Keuchel to the Yankees. Trade Alexander to the Yankees. Like, I just feel like I need to get somebody their opportunities. Like, oh, that's gonna tie the game up. Bad read from JD Martinez, and that's an RBI double for Corey Seager. 1-1 game in the top of the 4th. Great hit right there from Corey Seager. 1-1 game with 1 out in the top of the 4th. And here comes Jock Peterson. Got hit in his last baby. Would love to do damage here, and he'll advance the runner, but LeMayu will record the out, throwing it over to Steve Pierce for the second out of the top of the 4th. And here comes Alex Verdugo. 0 for 1 as well. See what he could do here. Hopefully he could hit one or something. That's going to be a strike. No, they don't call that a ball. I'll take it. 1-0. 1-0 count to Alex Verdugo. You guys tell me what I should do down in the comments. Trade Dallas Keuchel and Alexander to get another big bullpen piece, like a big bullpen piece. Like, I obviously want it to be a lefty, as Steve Pierce makes a nice stab over there. But who's a lefty pitcher who's good? Zach Britton, Aroldis Chapman. Oh, that dude we played in the All-Star game for the NL, Felipe Vasquez. He did really good for us. Will Smith, he's in the category still the closer for the Giants. That'd be a very rare, like another trade we could make with the Giants maybe. But I don't really want divisional rivals to get somebody really good like Dallas Keuchel.
3-1 to Martinez.
Like, that's the big problem. I don't know, guys. You guys tell me down in the comments. Keep him, trade him for a big lefty. For like Aroldis Chapman or somebody as really good as this one's hit to Crawford. Crawford will throw over the first for the second and for the first out. That was a little high, but good thing Bellinger has a high frame over there at first. Hell, even Brad Hand of the Cleveland Indians, he's a hell of a closer. But I'm not looking for a closer. I'm looking for a long relief left-hander, and I'm pretty sure I can make Keuchel. I'm not Keuchel, as that's a base hit up the middle. I'm pretty sure I can make a Chapman or a Felipe Felipe Vasquez a really good left-handed long being able to do their job. But it's not. But the problem is, like, it's not that Dallas Keuchel or Scott Alexander can't do that, as Jock Peterson's done a range and hit this out, throw it over to first just for a practice throw. But it's not like Dallas Keuchel and Alexander can't do their job. But I just feel like they have so much. We have so much depth on this team. I'd like to spread them around and be able to let them try to make something good of themselves. So like, this is hit to Seager bobbles. Seager will throw over the first and get the out anyway. Good job right there. But you know, it's hard. This game's hard with a lot of people. You like, as the season goes along, you start to get a relationship with these players, and you know, you like the feel of them, and you like how they're doing. And but sometimes you gotta let those good players go, and I don't know. Y'all tell me down in the comments, what's your feeling on my situation with Dallas Keuchel and Scott Alexander? Hit the right field. And that's an out.
There to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
So that's an out right there. And like, the thing is though, if I give Dallas Keuchel to the Yankees and Scott Alexander to the Yankees, we have a history of kind of struggling against lefties. This team does. As it's an 0-1 count to Barnes, and it's a 1-1 now. And the Yankees are the second best team in the major league right now behind us. So my big worry is, now that I was just thinking about that, is what happens if the Yankees make the World Series, and then I gotta face James Paxton, great lefty, Tanaka, great righty, CC Sabathia. If they have him play in that, you know, be on the playoff roster, and then, you know, then I'd have Dallas Keuchel to be against, and then Scott Alexander coming out of the bullpen. Yes, I'd take their big closer, Aroldis Chapman, but at the end of the day, they'd still have Zach Britton, Alexander. Like, bro, maybe I don't make a trade. Maybe I just keep them, and maybe one of them has to suffer in the AAA. Probably don't be Alexander, but I really feel like I want to call him up, but I don't know who to take down. As that's, oh my God, I tried to make a play on that ball. That was gonna get through too, and I dived and just missed it, as that's a base hit. And here comes Andrew Benintendi with Destin Pedroia on first. That's a double play ball. They don't get a double play. Good job right there from the Dodgers defense. But you know, it's crazy. This game's crazy. And you know, maybe I give the Blue Jays or somebody who's trying to be in the postseason, who can maybe beat the Yankees, Dallas Keuchel or Alexander. Like, but I really, like I was saying before I introduced that double play, I really feel like I want to call up Scott Alexander, but I just don't know who to take down. All the people in the bullpen are doing really good. Craig Kimbrell's doing good. Floro's doing good. Jansen's doing good. Ross Stripling, somebody who really struggled for us in a starting role, and then in a AAA. I mean, in the bullpen, and he had a AAA stint, and he was the one I called up. But maybe I put him down in the AAA and call up Alexander. I just don't know what to do, because, and it's a real problem. I want these players to be in the league. Like, I don't want to put Ross down there. I don't want to put Floro, but I want Scott Alexander back into the bullpen for this team, because he was deadly. He just struggled for a couple weeks, and and that's when I threw him down in the AAA, because I wanted him to get help, and he's gotten that help, and he's done it really good. But that's crushed. Crawford just made this game 2-1. Brandon Crawford unloads here in Boston. Great job from Crawford. His third RBI this series, and the first one in this game. And another home run, 16 home runs for Crawford. And here comes Bellinger. 0 for 2, but he has good swing times. He's had 2 great swing times in this game as he takes ball 1. He's looking to make it back-to-back. I hope so. That'd be nice. Slider, strike one. Great pitch right there from Porcello. 2-1 Dodgers. We won 2-0 yesterday. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. Slider fouled off. 1-2 count. 1-2 count to Cody. Hit down left field, and that will be a double for Cody Bellinger. Great hit right there from Bellinger. A stand-up double. Oh my God, there's like a stupid little bug flying around my room right now. It's annoying me. And here comes Justin Turner with no outs. Good swing time, and it was a double. And about time he gets a hit with that good swing time, man. I told you all, once I could find his batting stance, I'd maybe start to click. Oh my God, really bad swing. And yes, he's 1 for 3, but I feel like those 2 at-bats I've had before this double have been really good. Like, this is the Bellinger stance I really needed. As that is going to be chased, Bellinger will advance on that because Sandy Leon kind of took his time getting the ball toward the first. So Bellinger advances, and that kind of helps Corey Seager, who has a double, an RBI double to be exact. Earlier he scored a Crawford or Taylor, one of them, and he's gonna try and do it again. Bellinger will be running the throw from Martinez. Bellinger to the plate, and it's 3-1 Dodgers in the top of the 6th. We scored 2 runs against Porcello in this inning. Great job from the one and only Corey Seager. 2 RBI game for him. That's strike 1 to Jock Peterson. He's kind of struggling. Trying to get a base hit here. 0-1 count. 0-2. 2 to Bellinger. After I hit that home run and we got the lead, I kind of got a little excited after that Bellinger hit. 0-2, 1-2. But like I was saying, the Dallas Keuchel and Alexander situation's hard on me. So 1-2. Strike 3 with the 2-seam fastball. Great pitch from Porcello, getting me to swing. 0 for 2 is Jock, and here comes Nunez. 0 for 2, 0 for 2, and that gets past Justin Turner's glove. I don't know what happened, just a bad hop, and that's a base hit. I don't know what happened right there. As here comes DJ LeMahieu. Foul ball for strike 1. But Rich Hill, he's done really good since that run earlier in this game. In the second, I think it came. He's doing really good. Strike 3 with the fastball. Great job from Rich Hill. 3rd K of the game. Rich Hill trying to do something against his former team. Now we're just looking for a double play balls. That's a 12-6 curve for ball 1. Really bad pitch. Strike 1. You know, I was just looking before this game started. It showed me the stats for Cy Young votes and like who's in the lead to get them. Clayton Kershaw has gotten taken out of the Cy Young voting. Now it's Julio Urias, Walker Buehler, and Max Scherzer. So I don't know what happened to the one and only Clayton Kershaw, but he is out of the votes, and he was winning the votes. So I don't know what happened to Clayton Kershaw. 2 for 2 is Mookie Betts with 2 singles, by the way. Strike 2 with the 12-6 curve right there. 0-2. And that's a base hit. Once again for Mookie Betts. He is doing damage against Rich Hill in this game. He's the only run for the Red Sox. As here comes Xander Bogaerts. Ball 1 away.
You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not
pitch
matter.
in the dirt, and the tying run is at second base in the form of Mookie Betts. 2-0 count to Bogaerts. The pitch hits the right field, and this well in the inning, Verdugo gonna retire the side in the rally from the Boston Red Sox. Not the side, but the rally from the Red Sox. Here comes Heath Hembree, 4.09 ERA. It's a new pitcher, so see how Verdugo starts this inning off.
first pitch of the at-bat.
Broken bat. Wow. That really broke his bat, as that's 1 out for the Red Sox in the top of the 7th. And here comes Max Muncy, who's kind of struggling. 0 for 2.
Was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Ball 1 to Muncy.
For a ball 1-0. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing.
1 out of to Max Muncy. Hit the right field, Muncy.
Betts.
It gets caught, darn it.
This away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here comes Austin Barnes.
He's 1 for 2.
1 for 2 with a single.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it
Ball
comes.
1.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball.
Ball
and no
1 to
strikes.
Barnes. 1-0 count to Austin. Hit the right field, and Mookie Betts will be able to get the out right here to end the inning. So Rich Hill back out for another inning of work. We will get the bullpen going now with Dallas Keuchel warming up in the bullpen. 3.12 ERA though. I don't know where all those runs came from. I really don't. I feel like it was at like 1 something, and then all of a sudden one day it was at 3.85. But I don't know what happened there. That's right back up the middle, and that's a base hit, and 1 for 2 is Steve Pearce in this ball game. Man, we cannot get some of these good Boston players out. And here comes Dustin Pedroia, David Peralta. I was going to say that for some reason, but that's strike 1 to Dustin Pedroia. 0-1, 0-2. Why the heck did I call him David Peralta? I'm still wondering about that. As we induce a double play ball. Crawford to Bellinger for the double play. Let's go right here from Rich Hill. He's having a heck of a game. He's only giving up 1 run, and Andrew Benintendi 0 for 2. He's coming up, and that's strike 1. Alex Correa. Like I said in the last game, I messed up his name in the All-Star game. I called him Carlos Correa for some reason, but it's actually Alex Correa. So excuse me for that mess up in that All-Star game. If you're a Boston Red Sox fan, messed up. Rich Hill's energy levels are going down. Strike 2. 1 more strike to get out of this inning. 1 more out. But hopefully we strike him out here with the slider. Benintendi, Rich Hill, foul ball. Can't believe Andrew Benintendi even got contact on that bad boy. And here comes the 12-6 curve from Rich Hill to Benintendi. That's it, right back up the middle, and that will drop in front of Chris Taylor. So this is the situation as a manager where I want Rich Hill to get out of this inning, and I'm going to make him try go for it. Sandy Leon, strike 1. The energy level for Rich Hill is dying down a little bit, and that's a out for Rich Hill. Justin Turner taking his time, strong throw, and that will end the night for Rich Hill after giving up 1 run in the 2nd inning. Great night for him. We're gonna warm up. We're gonna sit down Dallas Keuchel. We're gonna warm up Craig Kimbrell, a former Red Sox, with the Red Sox did not sign. We took advantage, and we signed him like we signed Joe Kelly and took advantage of that situation. 0-1 count to Chris Taylor. Strike 2 to Taylor. Humbry 0-2. 7 pitches, and he's attacking these batters. Fastball 97. Wow, Chris Taylor usually gets a hold of those. So, you know, just throwing those sliders, you know. That was a really good job right there from Humbry to Taylor. And here comes Brandon Crawford. Has a home run in this ball game. What made this game 2-1. And then Bellinger doubled in. Oh, this is crushed to left field. Or center left. Off the wall. And Crawford is going to take a triple. Maybe. What a throw. Who is out there? What a throw. Who is their son? Is that Andrew Benintendi? Just went. He just threw that ball all the way from center field by the warning track to third base. What a throw. What a frickin' throw. 36,051 people here to witness this game and to witness that great throw. That was amazing. Bellinger 1 for 3. 1-1 count to Belly. Man, I really can't believe what I just witnessed. 1-1 count. 2-1. That was an unbelievable throw. Cannot believe that just happened. 2-1. Foul ball. 2-2 to Bellinger. Very late swing on that one. Foul ball. I don't even know how Bellinger got contact. There's something in my left eye. Oh my goodness. It's like a dust. Like it feels like dust is in my eye for some reason. But that was not screw up Bellinger. And that's gonna get off LeMahieu's glove. Bellinger running hard to second and slides inside the bag. He should have went outside, but that would maybe that might be a hit, but it might not be. I think they'll count that as a hit. Here comes Craig Kimbrell, 2.05 ERA. He's killed it for the Dodgers. Doesn't get a lot of opportunities, and he just watched Nunez take this ball deep into left field, and that will only be a double. But they got the tying run up to the dish in. DJ LeMahieu has not done a lot for these Boston Red Sox fans and his new team. Is that strike one, or is it even his new team? You know, I wonder when the trade was made. Is that back at the middle? Chris Taylor with the throw home, and they're not gonna tag him. Wow, what a throw! I mean, they're not gonna send Nunez home. So Kimbrell has JD Martinez coming up. We got Mookie Betts coming up. And that means the one and only Pedro Baez will be warming up in the bullpen. He is the best bullpen piece we have. He's a sleeper. He really is. Ball one. Kimbrell to JD Martinez, former teammates. 0-3 is Martinez, and he hits one into center field. This one is clutch, and this will make the game a one-run game for the Red Sox. So the Red Sox get to their own counter partner, their own buddy, Craig Kimbrell. And here comes Mookie Betts with 3 singles.
1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Foul ball. 3-2 here in Boston. 1 out, runner at first. Mookie Betts, who's 3 for 3, is now 0-2 is the pitch count. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Strikes him out with the inside heat. Great job from Craig Kimbrell. First K of the game. And here comes Xander Bogaerts, another buddy of Kimbrell. And he's going to throw a knuck to curve. They got to him, man. They got to run off of him. And that's a great job from the Boston Red Sox. Because he is one of the best bullpen pieces we got too. Hit, and this will drop down in front of Chris Taylor. And Taylor's going to fall, but get back up. And surprised DJ LeMahieu did not try to advance to third base. As here comes Steve Pearce, and we're going to pull Kimbrell and put in Pedro Baez. Pedro Baez. Ball one.
Fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one.
Tying run at second in the form of DJ LeMahieu. That's strike one. 1-1 count. 2-1. Great take right there from Steve Pearce. 2-1. 2-2. Great pitch right there from Baez.
2-2.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing.
Strike them out with the silky, nasty slider of Pedro Baez. I don't even know what to call it. The slider will have saved a lot of games. And now we're going to the top of the ninth. Time to warm up the big boy Jansen. Trying to get his second save from the All-Star game. Top of the ninth. Thornburg, we saw him yesterday. Pitched really well against us. But they need him to come out and do really good now to help them be down by 1 going into the bottom of the ninth. As that's 1-1 count to Justin Turner. So Turner, Seager, and I think it's Muncy who will be up. 1-1 count.
And I believe they'll say
2-1. They're going to say I went around.
Yes, he did. It's ruled a
I
strike.
disagree with that, but they will say I went around. So not impressed with that call right there from the umpires. Went around there, that's for sure, but JT is staying alive.
Interesting pitch selection right there, in off the plate. Not too many pitchers in the game
1-2
want to go
count.
in there and risk hitting the guy and letting him get
Ball
on first
2.
base free of charge.
2-2 the count.
Tampa Bay winning in Baltimore. And now the Red Sox, since we beat them yesterday, are in third place. So thanks to the Dodgers, they go down in their division. And Tampa Bay being able to play one of the worst teams in the game, as Nunez, what a strong throw, gets to beat up on the Orioles. That means if you're the Red Sox and you're seeing that you're losing and the Tampa Bay Rays are winning, that just means your first place hopes are going down. The Yankees are probably taking the AL East this year. 1-0 count. Seager has driven in two of the 3 runs we have on the scoreboard. He drove in Bellinger earlier as well. 1-1, and he hits one into the gap. And Corey Seager's going to get a double. I'm not going to test Andrew Benintendi. Man, this dude has an arm. He's just throwing all over. Andrew Benintendi is not caring. He has an arm. As here comes Jock Peterson, who's 0 for 2. Got hit earlier in this game. Would love to put one in the stands. And he actually gets one right back up the middle. And that will score a run for the Dodgers. And make it 4-2. And another insurance run for Jansen. Let's go. Good job from Jock. Here comes Verdugo, 0 for 3. He's kind of struggling at the dish. He kind of started to struggle before the All-Star game. And this is a double play ball. 1 and 2 at first. Steve Pearce, nice play. And now Jansen coming out for another save in this series in Boston. Dustin Pedroia will be the first batter he faces. 2.51 ERA. It went down for Jansen in yesterday's game, and he's trying to make it go down in this one, as there's a ball 1 with the cut fastball. With the cutter. Cut fastball. Is it a cut fastball or is it just a cutter? As that's a 1-1. I think it's just a cutter, but I've heard some people say cut fastball. 2-1. This, if Jansen will get this save, he will have the day off tomorrow. No matter if he blows the save or whatever happens, he will have tomorrow off. 2-2 count. Hit to center field, and this will be 1 out in the bottom of the 9th. Because, you know, you don't want to always throw your closers out. And, you know, I have plenty of options to do it. Pedro Baez, who had to come out and get 1 out, like, that's just 1 out. So he's able to play. Joe Kelly, who didn't play in this game. Dylan Flora, who hasn't pitched at all since the second half started. But this is only the second game of the second half, as Jansen throws it hard over the first. And Sandy Leon is the final out for Jansen to get, hopefully 0 for 3. Strike 1 hitting from the lefty side. So he might have a better opportunity hitting a home run because of the fence over there. But it's going to go right back up the middle. Seager with the throw over the first to end this game here in Boston. So we already won this series. So, but as I was saying, Jansen probably not pitching tomorrow. But Bellinger 2 for 4. This new batting stance feels pretty well, and I feel good with it. So yeah, so we get the W, and great job right there from this team, and you know, us doing our thing, and Jansen gets a save. So beautiful game here in Boston, and yeah. So like, comment, subscribe. Great win from the Dodgers. We did win this game. We did win the series. We got Julio Urias on the mound tomorrow, and if Jansen gets the day off. So like, comment, subscribe, guys. One more game in Boston, and then we're done against the Red Sox. So hopefully we get the sweep. So see you guys.